This video is presented by VoiceOver Article. Think of buying a car as a game of poker. The seller is your opponent. He may be bluffing, he may not, but just as you would at a poker room in a casino, you have to try to read the seller like you would in a poker room in a casino. Always remember to keep your eyes and ears open when talking to someone about a used car. Make sure to ask lots of questions. In a casino, you are risking your money, in hopes of getting a big return, but when buying a car, you just want to get your money's worth. You want a car that will be reliable and dependable. You do not want a car that won't start on cold days or that stalls until it's been running for a half hour. Make sure to check the undercarriage and under the hood for rust. To a car, rust is like cancer. Once rust is found, it will spread unless it is cut off and replaced. Under the car and in the engine compartment you will find some rust. It is only natural, but you want it to only be surface rust. This means if you take a wire brush to the rusted area, you will brush off the rust and get to clean metal. Next, make sure to check the body of the car for waves and any bubbling in the paint. This would indicate that the car was in an accident or some rust was incorrectly repaired. It is not uncommon for someone selling a car to have rust spots sanded down and painted over to give the car a fresh look, but what will happen is after a month or two the paint will start to bubble as the metal begins to rust again. Next, look at the motor and mechanical parts under the hood of the car. The engine should be relatively clean from motor oil. If you see large buildups of oil in an area, then chances are a head gasket will need to be replaced because of an oil leak. All electrical and rubber parts should be checked for cracks. Cracks in rubber parts means that the rubber is old and dried out and will probably need to be replaced eventually. Make sure to ask the owner if he has all the receipts for any work that has been done to the vehicle. Another important piece of advice is to make sure to take the car for a good test drive. Do not be afraid to drive the car a little hard with the owner with you in the car. Chances are they will understand. If they object, then maybe there is something with the car they are trying to hide and you should move on to another car. Many people will tell you that buying a used car is a gamble, but if you take a good hard look at each car, and not get impulsive to buy, you can remove any gamble and guarantee yourself a jackpot of a car. This video is presented by VoiceOver Article.